For the second year, Arizona's opioid epidemic brought together law enforcement leaders and healthcare professionals tasked with combating the crisis. The Arizona Opioid Summit in Tempe happened the same week the state provided $2 million to help make treatment options more widely available. It's part of the Opioid Epidemic Act, signed into law less than a month ago. Before we take you to the summit, we want to show you how this crisis tested one mom's devotion to her son when his addiction threatened to tear their family apart.
Been the addict, I've been the dealer, I've been the, every little aspect of it. I've been, I've transported it, I've sold it, I've used it.
And tell me about your clientele.
It went from everyone. It went from cheerleaders to surgeons to just regular average Joe people. Everybody. It has no discrimination.
Stevie Smith's addiction to opioids began when he was in middle school. The 29-year-old says he started taking painkillers to endure beatings from his biological father, who had prescription pills for injuries related to his career as a bull rider. From there, his dependency on the drug escalated. What would those things do for you?
Just, I don't know, just put me on another level. I'm just happy, feel good, not worried about nothing. I got the endorphins going, just trying to have a fun time. And it didn't really sink into me until I started, not taking them, and now I get sick, till I started realizing, like, oh, what the hell? I didn't want to feel weak by trying to have somebody help me. So yeah, there's a lot of that thinking you could do it by yourself, but it's damn near impossible. You need the help, you need the support.
Support came from Stevie's mom, Tammy Jamison. The mother of three says she first suspected her son had a problem about 10 years ago when he complained about back pain.
So I gave him some Vicodin and I watched him eat it like it was a Tic Tac. He just put it in his mouth and chewed it.
Did your back really hurt, Stevie?
No. No, I was probably going through a little withdrawal probably.
Yeah, because you ended up taking how many hot baths that night and showers,
oh, yeah,
and
so
you were telling me something was up, and I was like, no, the hot water's for his back.
Stevie's stepfather, Gary Jamison, knew the red flags all too well. For nearly 20 years, he was addicted to methamphetamines, a habit he kicked before meeting Tammy. Gary says he tried warning her about Stevie early on.
At first, she kind of just didn't want to believe it, but, she loves her son, so she's going to stick up for him before she takes any advice from somebody else. And I know it's hard because she really loves him. She loves all of her kids.
Do you think that maybe you had your head in the sand?
Oh, absolutely. I had it in the sand a lot. The denial or the excuses to
nobody wants to know their
family.
kid's addicted to heroin. Nobody wants to know that their beloved child is strung out. That's a tough pill to swallow.
Over the years, he has survived multiple opioid overdoses. Tammy, what's that like when your son is going through this, he's overdosing, and you actually thought you might lose him?
Yeah. I already had come to, I wouldn't say the peace with it, but I was prepared for the phone call that I would be planning his funeral.
So it seems like you are his advocate now, but for a while there, did you sort of say, I need to stay away from this because I can't handle it?
No.
It's a lot to put up with.
It is, but I did it. I mean, I lost sleep, got a little bit physically unhealthy.
Stevie was released from prison, his second stint in recent years for crimes related to his drug use. During his last sentence, both Tammy and her son turned a corner with their approach to his addiction.
He got into trouble and went higher maximum security, and I found out that he had used and dropped dirty, and I think I kind of walked around in a haze for about 6 months, and then that's when I finally said, I'm not helping him.
You had started to disconnect from him.
I did, because there was no communication, so it made it easier to start fixing myself at that point, to be able to learn how to say no.
I don't know, it's never a good thing to hear from your mom that if she would get the call that you died, she wouldn't cry. She's so prepared for it. I finally focused and realized where I was. I'm in this cell by myself, and I just really thought about, what got me to that point.
You've been out for 4 months now? And when Mom said you're coming to live with me and Gary, how'd that feel?
Yeah, it was huge, because I didn't think I was gonna get another chance to come back with them. I thought that first time was it.
That was actually Gary saying, bring him home. I was finally like, okay, halfway house, sober living. First time we were on opposite sides of that page.
Gary, why open your doors to him?
Because I saw the change. You can tell when somebody's ready because their maturity level.
Tammy, he had put you through quite a bit, caused a lot of agony in your life. Is it risky? I mean, do you think that this is risky, taking him back in?
There's still times if he's quiet, I'm looking at him like, why is he quiet? Why are you sleepy? But I think that's going to be work in progress for sure.
Stevie, you think about that long road ahead with gaining your mom and dad's trust back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, you know. I messed up a lot in the 10 years. I messed up a lot. You know, pulled the rug from under them more than once.
I mean, you realize that you could have died.
Oh, yeah. Numerous times. Like, I don't want to say we make a joke about it, but, like, everybody likes to say my guardian angel has been put on, you know, I owe her lives. Like, I didn't expect to get over 25. You know, at one point it's 21, then it was 25. And, yeah, I know people that were just, you know, first time using a single drug and they overdosed and died. It's where I'm over at dad's door, knocking on the door, you know, and I'm still here and they're gone. So, like, it became a thing, like, I'm going to die soon. It's going to happen. Why run from it?
You're spared. You're meant to do big things in life.
Obviously, because everything that I've overcame and why I'm still here obviously means something.
The family knows a relapse could happen at any time. Stevie says he's taking his sobriety day by day, one goal at a time, like getting off parole, getting a job, getting full custody of his 3-year-old son, Ian. Tammy says she considers each day her son stays clean a victory.
Tammy, there are probably moms who are out there watching this and, you know, forming their judgment, but you said something earlier about you can't always be the helicopter mom.
It's more of a hindrance than it is a help, because if he's not learning, I'm not allowing him to grow.
You've really become an advocate as well.
I'm trying.
Tell me about that.
I know that there's so many parents out there that are lost. They don't know what to do or where to turn. And there's so many resources out there that can help them get healthy mentally in order to help their child.
How significant is this problem? I mean, we hear about it, and thankfully today you're putting a face to it, but this is real.
Addiction does not discriminate. It gets the rich, the poor, you know, it doesn't matter what race you are or what financial class you're in.
Every single neighborhood of this city, it's everywhere. You know, one person can beat it. This person over here is not going to beat it, but you're going to have every day somebody getting addicted. Every day you're going to have a new group. And heroin's going to be here for a long time. It's just people really need to start opening their eyes to it.